Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm of course Alexandrus and I'm back again with another video, and today guys we will be talking about trading and we will be talking about gold, particularly as you can see by the thumbnail of this video guys. First things first, I need to let you know that I'm not a financial advisor. You should always do your own research and you should always do your own due diligence because I don't take any responsibility for your actions. And with that said, we will jump right into this video. So guys, lately I've been into trading a lot. I've been trading stocks, I've been trading commodities, and recently I got into gold as well. And you know what's funny? Most traders will spend weeks trying to improve their strategy, whether it comes to trading gold or other commodities, right? They will backtest for hours, tweak indicators, and watch countless YouTube videos looking for the perfect entry. But then they will execute all of those trades on a broker they've barely researched. And personally, I think that's backwards. Before your strategy even has a chance to work, you are already dealing with spreads, execution speed, and during volatile markets you also deal with slippage. And those are things that quietly affect almost every trade you place, and especially if you are trading gold. So gold has become one of the most interesting markets over the last few years, whether it's inflation numbers, interest rate decisions, geopolitical events, or central bank buying. Gold is constantly reacting to something. It's one of the fastest moving major markets available to retail traders. So today I wanted to do something a little different. Instead of talking about strategies or predicting where gold goes next, I wanted to focus on something much more practical. What actually makes a good gold broker? And this time we will be taking a look at VT markets, as you can see by your screen. So to make this practical, I'm going to use them as the example throughout today's video, and I will walk you through the platform and show you exactly what I noticed, and at the end you can decide for yourself whether it's worth trying. So why gold is different before looking at any broker? It's worth understanding why gold deserves special attention in the first place. So unlike many assets, gold rarely moves for just one reason. One day it's reacting to inflation, the next day to comments from the Federal Reserve, geopolitical tensions push investors towards safe haven assets, right? So sometimes the US dollar is driving the move, other times it's bond yields, other time it's some Trump tweet as well, and that's why gold can look completely calm and then suddenly move $20 or $30 within a relatively short period of time. And if you ever trade around CPI or non-farm payrolls, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So those are the moments where execution starts becoming much more important than people realize. And it doesn't matter how good your analysis is, if your order reaches the market later than expected, or if placing a trade suddenly becomes frustrating because the platform isn't responding smoothly. Those moments are actually and exactly why I think choosing a broker shouldn't start with marketing claims, right? It should start with the actual trading experience, because marketing, I mean, everyone can buy it, everyone can basically pump their product without any actual backing of it, right? So one thing that caught my attention today, guys, and that caught my attention recently, is that VT Markets has introduced XAUUSD247, which allows traders to trade gold 24/7, including on weekends. And this is something that I also want to talk about today. So traditionally, traders might need to wait for markets to reopen after major weekend events, obviously, right? And with XAUUSD247, traders have more flexibility to react to important global developments without necessarily waiting until Monday. And today we will take a look at how VT Markets provides a more flexible gold trading experience. So what I actually look for whenever I'm testing a broker, well, I ignore most of the promotional material, obviously. Instead, I focus on a few practical questions. How easy it is to find the markets I actually trade? How intuitive is the platform? Can I move between the charts quickly? Can I modify positions without hunting through menus? And then I look at spreads as well. So I'm not interested in simply finding the lowest advertised number. I'm more interested in understanding the actual trading conditions. So guys, for gold traders, spread visibility is especially important because even small differences can affect the trading experience. And during my testing, I looked at how XAUUSD conditions were displayed on the platform, including spread information and overall trade transparency. And VT Markets also provides competitive spreads with $0 commission on XAUUSD247, giving traders another option when evaluating their gold trading setup. So guys, finally, execution. When markets start moving quickly, execution quality becomes far more important, than any other tiny feature most people never use. So those are the things I'm looking at today. Not promises, not slogans, just the actual experience of using the platform. So introducing VT markets with this expectation in mind, let's actually open and see how it looks, right? So the first thing I noticed was how straightforward the layout is. Everything feels familiar almost immediately, as you can see. Super easy to navigate through. Everything is easy to access, guys. Finding XAUUSD only takes a couple of clicks, okay? Literally so simple. And you know, everything load quickly, all the charts and stuff, and the order ticker is exactly where you expect it to be. So for traders interested in gold, VT Markets also offers XAUUSD247, allowing access to gold trading beyond traditional market hours, including weekends. So having more flexibility around when you can monitor and react to gold price movements can be useful, especially when major events happen outside regular market sessions. And let me tell you that recently it's been happening pretty often, that something was happening during the weekend and then gold and indices and all the metals reacted on Monday, because simply that's when the market reopens. So I personally prefer platforms that don't try to reinvent everything. When markets are moving, simplicity usually wins. Clean interface doesn't automatically make a broker good. That's the only first step. The real test starts once you actually begin trading. And the great thing here is that you have a MetaTrader 5 integrated here, and you just trade through there. Super easy to navigate. And you've got everything on screen here as well when it comes to your office, we could say, of your account. And I love how many features they also have here, okay? It's very easy to make platform look good on landing page, right? Nice screenshots, fancy marketing, big promises. None of that really matters once you are about to place a trade, you know? And that's where you start noticing the little things. And surprisingly, those little things usually end up making the biggest difference, right? And one thing I always do, okay? One thing I always do first is spend a few minutes simply navigating through the platform when testing it, you know, not trading, just clicking through everything, you know, you get me? Clicking through everything, checking it out, you know, opening the chart, switching between time frames, looking at watch lists, checking where the order history is, seeing how quickly everything responds. Because if navigating the platform already feels frustrating before you even place the trade, that's usually not a great sign, and why would you want to use it, right? And if after a few minutes everything feels fairly intuitive, then finding instruments doesn't require digging through multiple menus, switching between assets is quick, the watch lists behave exactly how I'd expect it to be, and the charting tools are easy to access, and the order ticker is always close enough that you're not constantly moving around trying to find it. And guys, as I said, MetaTrader 5 integration is here. And also another great thing about VT Markets is the fact that they have a demo account, okay? So you can start trading your gold, you can start trading your XAUUSD 24/7 or your regular XAUUSD, which they also do in fact offer. And you have everything here and will be also in the description of this video. Guys, you can start learning how to trade with demo, right? You have TradingView also implemented for your charts and everything, so super responsive, super easy to navigate through. Honestly, testing it on the phone, it was amazing. So they have the app. If I was to tell you how to test it like the best way, I would download the app and start using the demo first, obviously, through the mobile app. Of course, if you have MetaTrader, you can also do it on your PC. Super easy to integrate it. If you are in your client portal, you can simply go to account, open an account, and then demo account. And as you can see, you can choose a trading platform. You can also use MT4, but I mean, why would you? So you are gonna use MT5, and then you choose your account type, whichever you want to use the demo on. You choose your currency. As you can see, bunch of currencies available to choose from. Then you choose your leverage. So let's say you want to do 200x leverage, and you set up your account balance, let's say 2500, and you can start trading and see where you can take this 2500, whether you feel confident enough to start trading or not. That's just one of the amazing features here. They also have copy trading, where you can copy the successful traders. They have signal provider, as it says, for signals as well, webinars, different promotions, different bonuses, as you can see. So they are really doing it all, and tools that we'll jump into in just a second, because those are also pretty amazing and very nice and easy to navigate. So guys, as I said, those all things, they might sound to you like small details, but when you actually start trading, when the market starts moving, you don't want to be thinking about where a button is or where the informations are and stuff like that. Obviously, you want a muscle memory to take over, and many of you trade crypto already. I know that a lot of you guys do, so you know how it is. You need to act fast on the news in order to take advantage of the news and take advantage of your own trades. So that's something that experienced traders rarely talk about. Most people only discuss strategies, while very few discuss workflow. But workflow itself can genuinely reduce mistakes. So guys, before placing any trades, myself, okay, that's on me. I always like to spend a minute simply watching the market, how active it is, how are the candles behaving, is liquidity looking normal, and basically how are the spreads, and essentially like however the particular asset is moving. And then again, VT Markets comes in with those amazing tools that I was just about to mention. And as you can see, we jumped into the Pro Trader tools right here. First things first, you have Market Bus, and you can go to commodities. You can go to your gold, for example, or you can simply search for it right here, XAUUSD, or XAU I should say actually, because it's gold as a commodity, and you can see how is the current sentiment. And you know, managing your positions and your trades matter just as much as opening them, and especially if you're actively trading gold. So you can modify your stop loss on screen non-stop, adjusting it to what's currently happening within the market. And those informations that you have in the tools, they can help you significantly with your risk management, I would say. But obviously every trader has different priorities. For me guys, gold execution is one of the biggest factors, which is why today's video is focused almost entirely on XAUUSD. So I'm watching how everything behaves as I'm trading, you know, position updates, chart movement, navigation, and news. And the fact that I can have it all in one place is also pretty huge for me. You have sentiments and everything here shown. Currently it's showing a bullish sentiment which matches up with what's currently going on with gold. And guys, I always encourage people to test platforms themselves rather than rely solely on reviews, because one thing newer traders often underestimate is that confidence doesn't only come from your strategy, it also comes from knowing exactly how your platform behaves. And you know, knowing where everything is, knowing how quickly you can react, and knowing what happens when markets become volatile can reduce the hesitation. So overall, the platform has made a solid first impression. The interface feels clean, navigation has been straightforward, and execution during my trading sessions that I did when I was testing it, first of all, on my phone, because I was testing it on my phone, everything was smooth, and from what I've observed, you know, everything worked just as it was supposed to be. I did use a demo account, of course. That's something that I'm fully transparent with you. So let's step back from the charts and from the trades for a minute, because the more interesting question isn't whether I like the platform, it's who I think it's actually suitable for. And it's suitable for everyone, okay? Why? Because you have the demo. Okay, you have the demo, so it's available for the newbies, for the new up-and-coming traders to test your skills or start shaping those skills. It's also good for experienced traders because of multiple tools that they provide here, multiple tools, and everything that an experienced trader needs, as well as all the indicators and everything that you can implement with your MetaTrader and with your trading view charts. Everything here, guys, as far as tools, has been amazing to use. And I mean, all the technical indicators that they also provide, I mean, everything you need for trading, simply. What else can I say, really? Everything that you need, it's here in VT Markets, and that's pretty amazing. So that's what I think, okay? I think it does what I wanted it to do, guys. interface is clean, navigation feels straightforward, and I didn't run into anything that made trading feel unnecessarily complicated. So more importantly, execution felt smooth throughout the session that I had. And does that automatically mean it's the perfect broker for everyone? Well, of course not, right? I don't think anyone should choose a broker simply because a YouTuber told them to do so. Every trader is different, but as I said, they have everything for everyone. That's what's pretty cool about them, okay? But some people trade gold every single day, some people trade major forex pairs, some people trade crypto, others focus on indices, commodities, or long-term investing. So everyone has different priorities, and that's why I always think it's more useful to explain how to evaluate broker rather than simply saying one is better than another. So if you understand what actually matters, you can make the decision yourself. For me, there are few things I always come back to. Does the platform feel responsive? It absolutely does. Can I navigate quickly without getting distracted? Well, I mean, you can see it yourself. I can, right? Is execution consistent during normal market conditions? I can vouch you guys, it absolutely is. Again, you have a demo account available, no strings attached. You can test it yourself and get your own opinion on it as well. Can I manage positions without fighting the software? Well, I didn't have any problems with it, so I guess I can. And those questions matter much more than flashy advertisements or promotional offers. Because at the end of the day, your platform is the tool you are using to execute your strategy, to execute your trades, to, trade with your own hard-earned money. And one thing I also think newer traders sometimes overlook is confidence. Confidence isn't only built through experience, it's also built through familiarity, your research, and even by the platform you use, simply because of the fact that you are well aware whether you will be able to execute the trade or whether the platform itself won't allow you to do it as fast as you might want to do it. So the more comfortable you become with your trading environment, the easier it is to focus on what actually matters. Market structure, risk management, position sizing, trade management, everything is. So instead of wondering where the stop loss button is or whether your order actually went through, that might sound obvious, but small improvements to your workflow can make trading feel significantly less stressful over time. So to sum it up, who do I think VT Markets is actually suitable for? Well, based on my own testing, I'd say it's worth considering if gold is one of the main markets you trade and you are looking for a platform that's easy to navigate without feeling overly complicated. And with the XAUUSD247, traders also have the ability to trade the gold 24/7, including weekends, giving them more flexibility to respond to global market events beyond traditional trading hours. And I also think it's a reasonable option for traders who appreciate clean interface, want a quick access to markets without spending time digging through menus, and who want to have access to all of those amazing tools that VT Markets provides to you. So obviously the only way to know whether a platform suits you is your, own testing, and that's something I always recommend regardless of which broker we are talking about, guys. Test it yourself on demo for free, simple as that. And also I will link you the page to XAUUSD247. As you can see, you have all the information here. You can get started with as low as 1 ounce contract size here, leverage of up to 100-to-1, which is more than enough because it's still, remember, it's really advantageous that you can trade gold technically off market, so it's pretty amazing. No commissions, no spread or spread from 20 points actually, overnight swaps, guys, super cool. It's implemented to MT5 as well and web, so you can trade on your web as well. I would recommend the application though, or MetaTrader. So it's pretty much up to you, up to your preference, but definitely their application is the way to go if you was to ask me. If you were using MetaTrader before, you can easily implement it with VT Markets, and it's also pretty good and easy to navigate through, guys. So last but not least, if you'd like to see how VT Markets performs with your own trading style, open the demo account or the, normal if you want, and test the platform yourself during a normal market session. So compare the experience with your current broker, look at the spreads, observe the execution, navigate around the platform, place few demo trades, Decide based on your own experience rather than anyone else's opinion, because at the end of the day, it's your trading, it's your money, it's your strategy. I've included more information in the description below if you'd like to learn more about the platform, and as always, remember that trading involves significant risk and isn't suitable for everyone. This video reflects my own testing and observations during this recording session and shouldn't be considered financial advice. If you enjoyed this review and you'd like to see more platform comparisons or trading related content in the future, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what you'd like me to test next. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.